Hello, how are you today? Welcome to my channel. My name is Carlos, and today I want to talk about the types of clay that there are out there. More than a review, I want to talk about what you can find. No, so when you want to do a certain project, you know what options you have. So let's start. If you've been in my channel, or for anyone that have been watching my videos, they know that I love to use Super Sculpting. This is called Super Sculpting Original. This is a beige clay. Come in this big package, and you have from the same company the gray version. This is a new package. I don't really like it. The old one looks more like the original, but this gray, you can find it in medium, firm, and it helps with the details. Now, sometimes what I do is a combination, because they're made with like layers, or they have certain separation. It's easy just to cut the exact amount and just mix them together with a pasta machine. And between the original Super Sculpting and the Sculpting Firm, it's just a really great mix to have something that you can really work, but also get really great details. So that's my favorite. The prices, this is between 15 and 16, and I know they're raising the prices, so probably could be higher, and this one is usually $1 or $2 more. I have, and I love to get this big one that is 8 pounds. It comes with 8 beige. It's just less expensive. This huge box at Blix, it was like 75, something like that. On Amazon it was 80 something, so just know that. From this same company, they have other multiple options, and there are many other companies, so I know that it's really hard to go to the store and see so many clays and don't know what to do, or what to expect, or what to use. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. This same company, they have smaller packages. I'm going to use this one. It's not really, but it looks like Sculpting 3. Sculpting 3 is the same thing, the polymer clay, but it comes in colors. They're really useful. They're really great. I did this tiny, as you can see, I have black, white, orange, and brown. So the advantage of the small ones is that you can choose colors, and actually you can blend the colors. You can have different colors and create a new one. So they're cheaper. They're around $3. You can find from $1.99 to like $3, depending on the brand, depending on the type of the polymer clay. And there are different types of on the same brand. Now the same brand has different types of polymer clay. It'll be hard to really show you everything that I don't really have, but there is different type. Like this one, it's called Sculpting Souffle or something like that. In this one, by example, what is the difference is that it has different colors. It's supposed to be more soft, so it's easier to work. Now you open the package and it's almost ready to be working and creating something. The same as Sculpting, they have another version that's supposed to be like a little bit like their higher brand, that's called Premium. They have different colors. This one is special because it's the accent. What it means is, like you can see, I don't know if you can see on the video, it doesn't have a flat color. It has an effect. It's supposed to be like metal. It's supposed to be more I mean, I got it to try to create a weapon, and instead of painting them, like I use these ones because at the end I paint my sculptures. Like if you've seen my Scorpio is one of my most recent sculptures, so I paint them. I don't use the small ones, but it's an option, no, for you if you want. There's such amazing people out there. I've seen on YouTube so many girls that, I mean, I'm pretty sure that men, they do too, but it's just amazing what they can do with earrings and other keychain and other type of polymer art with these small ones. Something that for me is hard is to keep them clean, because like I said, the colors can get together. It could be messy just to clean them. It's just a lot of time, so that's something to think about it. But they also have other, if you go to the store, you're gonna find that they have one for kids that's supposed to be even softer. They have ones that are just like the Essence they have one with specific effects. Like the essence, I feel like they have a lot of like rock type, like marble kind of clay, so you can just create something and you don't have to paint anything. The specific effect is already there. So that's something that you can think about it if you're looking for something like that. They have it, there's an option. And like I said, there's so many brands that it may be hard to really show you. But another one that I'm not even gonna try to pronounce. These ones I used to know back in the days more for like pens. Then I didn't even know they had polymer clay. But these ones are really old. I can feel them that they're kind of, well, probably I can still work and do something. I bought them long time ago and I haven't even opened the package. They're really good quality. I heard this one, that is the professional one, that is really hard. You have to really try to use a pasta machine or another type of clay machine that will make it soft. And something also, this is the soft one that's supposed to be just softer. But these ones, I heard that if you open them and you leave them outside for like a month, it's gonna be really hard to work again with them. No, they're gonna be really hard. I'm pretty sure you can still work with them, but that's the only complaint that I heard about several people that I saw online. So something to think about it. Good quality, but pretty much if you open the package, you have to use it within a month. Comparing to these ones, this one has been years, and I can still work with them. I feel like the Sculpting 3, like the clay is really, like the colors will just stay everywhere. They're a little bit messy, just maybe that's just my experience, but it's something that it has happened. Well, I'm gonna continue just doing one more that is from also Sculpting, and it's the Bake and Blend. This one, the reality is that I use it. I did a couple things. Actually, this kind of look like kind of brand new, but actually this is the second one that I got. I did a lot of projects just to try. I feel like baking less than what the package says is better for the bending, but it's not. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but it doesn't bend like the picture on the package it says. No, I did this character. Not the best. Actually, one of the things that I was forgetting that you can find is the Super Sculpting Original. I have some clay in here, but there is the original Sculpting. It's not Super Sculpting, it's just original Sculpting, and that's white. That's cheaper, but it's not really good for details, and I don't like it. So just beware of that. And I want to say that because I'm going to show you how I create this one. So we have the white clay that is basically a lot of people use it, so they don't spend so much on the good clay that is Super Sculpting Original, and then they create with the white one like the shape, and then they do the details with the Super Sculpting. But this hands like this one is hard. No, I cannot move the head, I cannot do anything, it's hard. But the hands, I use the bending. It looks a little bit the same color, but it's completely because I mix the colors that they have, and it looks like a little, not perfect, but a little bit like skin. So you can bend them, not perfectly. I'm gonna put a clip of the animation that I did, but still you can see the stress of the bending, and actually for many years now, and it's starting out to crack. So maybe I need to work more. But the idea that I want to point out is that I have Sculpting Firm, I have Sculpting Original, I have Super Sculpting Original, and I have the bending clay. So you can mix and put them together for your creativity, just to think what you can do. I did this one also was from that short film that I did, and it's just polymer clay with some wires and that to give you an idea. Now, something that happened when you bake more on the ones that I just show you is that the color changes. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see on the video, but this is Yoda, baby Yoda that I did, and it's baked. And this is the clay. So like you can see, when you bake them, probably it's not really the best example, but when you bake them, it changes color. So it's something important when you work. If you want something specific, it's gonna be always darker than your original color. So it's something just to think about it. But we have this one, Kato. This one, like you can see, is almost the same size of the Sculpting. Well, not the same size, but it's just a small package, and it costs almost the same. I believe this one was almost the same. Maybe it varies for like $1, but you can see that it has different colors. I choose this one because I wanted to create something like a human or something like that. And with this one, if you bake it, you won't have any problems with the color. It stays the same. If you want to give me an idea what can I do with this one using all the colors, please comment below. But this is a really good option. It's cheaper, it's really good quality, it's really also soft, so you can work with this. I really like it. And another brand that I want to talk about is Craft Smart. This one's supposed to be the same than comparing to the Sculpting original, so it's a little bit cheaper than this one, so it could be another option. These two, you can find them on Michael's. Everything, all my tools and everything, I have 3 stores that I go to. That is Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and Bleaks, and you can find most of them on all of them. Like I said, with these ones, this other brand, the only thing I want to say is that you can find their version of like only one color package, or their version for professional, or their version for like some special effect. So you can look for that. So we just talked about polymer clay. That's some of the options. Like I said, there are many in the same company. They make much more. But what is it? It's basically a clay that you can create something, bake it, and you can have it forever because it will be hard like a rock. But there are other options if you don't have, or you don't want to use an oven, or just depending where you are in the world and you want just to create something. You have type of air clay that they're called, or just self-hardening clay. And basically what it is a clay that usually comes in a bag to keep the moisture. This one, I had it for like 5 years, and it's already hard like a rock. Maybe I can chisel and try to create something, but basically, if the bag is not open, you just create something, you let it dry, and there you go, you have your piece. You don't have to bake it, you don't have to do anything. One of the things that I found with the self-hardening clay is because there are many techniques that you can just keep it on the bag, keep it moisture to try to make the process of hardening slow. But at the end of the day, I feel like you cannot have really detailed sculptures. So you want something really detailed. The self-hardening, the air clay doesn't really work, on my opinion. That's just my opinion. Maybe some people are amazing and they can do it. Also, there are other clays like the plastilina more than anything. When I was a kid, they used to give us something like that at school, and it was really great to create things. Now it's kind of like a Play-Doh clay, and that doesn't work at all for any sculpting. So something to think in mind. This plastilina is more for create something, create a mold, and then replicate. Do the replica in resin. You cannot have it forever. Not the clay. This was especially depending on how hot it is, it will melt. So, well, not really melt, but become sticky, and your sculpture, you won't have those details if it is really hot. So the advantage is that you can work with it, create something with some details, and like I said, just create the mold and make more of that piece. If you put it somewhere where it's cold, probably you can have it almost forever. But it's a clay that it's meant to be reused. You reuse all the time. And the advantage of this one is, like, comparing to like this one is really cheap. No, we're talking about that some of these ones, more like the more fancy ones, they can be almost $4. well, this is almost 3, but this one's is like $4.99 or something like that, and it looks how much clay it is compared to the almost $18. No, it's a big difference. So you can use, that's an option if you want to start with that. Another option that I'm so excited because any of my stores didn't have this clay. I'm so excited because it was my birthday at the beginning of the month, and my brother gave me this clay. I'm so excited. Monster clay. I hear so many good things about this clay. You can see even Abraham Lincoln and the Bat Monster, how much detail they have. Of course, it's talented people that they can do amazing things. So probably, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do something that detailed, but I'm excited. This is a clay that you put in the microwave, it become hot. I mean, you have to be careful because I've seen people burn them themselves. But basically, the point is to soften the clay, and you can use it. It will cool down and it will get hard, no? And you'll be able to do your details, and maybe you have to microwave again just to make it softer and things like that, no? So I'm really excited. I haven't used it. Like I said, this one wasn't in my area. Blix is the store that actually brought it, and I'm so happy because this one on Amazon, it was like, I saw a seller that it was like $100, maybe less, and I saw another one that was like almost 200. So it's crazy, no? And even on eBay I saw like crazy prices, and I don't remember. Like I said, I went with my brother to Blake's and we saw it, so I know it was around between 36 and 39, something like that, but it didn't go all the way to 100, no? So have in mind that it should be like $40. If you find it more expensive, I will wait until you can find it cheaper. I'm gonna do a tutorial. I'm gonna be using this in the future. I'm so excited. I'm gonna try to have a day that I have good time to do everything with this one, but to work with this one. But really excited. Something that I forgot to say about most of the clay. Most of the clay, you will see that you have soft, medium, and hard or firm. And that basically means the hardest a clay is, it will keep better details. The softer, the easier is going to be working with it, but it's not going to have that much detail. And don't worry, if you have a really soft clay, that doesn't mean that you're not going to see details. You're going to see them. It's just the firm's supposed to be just easier. And I was forgetting that I have another product, another type of clay that is foam clay. This one I bought it also like a year ago. I wanted to do something. I'm not really sure what yet, but this is really interesting because it's a clay that is an air clay, which means that you can create your piece, you let it dry for 24 hours, and it's completely like hard like a foam, and you can sand it, paint it, you can do a lot of things, glue it. I've seen most people using it for like cosplay, for costumes, like horns, like details for the armor or weapons. So it's really interesting. Something that I know is if your piece, after you're completely done, after the 24 hours and wherever you put it, if it gets in contact with water for a longer period, it will melt. It will get completely destroyed. So it's something to think about it. It may nothing happen if it is like a little bit of rain, but don't quote me on that. I haven't really worked on it, but I know that water destroyed the piece. So just something to have in mind. And yeah, really excited to use this, another option. But that's some options. Like I said, this video was just something quick to let you know, that you have clay with effects, clay that they can bend, clay that doesn't have to be baked, and clay that you can reuse many times. Like with this one, I hope I can do something good and I can create the mold and just create the real piece in resin. But I'm so excited. Like I said, this one, a lot of professional uses to create those masks for like Halloween or prosthetic for films. I'm wondering how good it is, if I can really enjoy working with this one. So that's it. So if you have any questions about something specific that you want, or you want me to show you like only one product, I'll be happy to do it and create, enjoy your art, and let's see you next time. And subscribe, please. Like, subscribe.